Rabih Dow was born in the small town of Zaroun in the hills of Mount Lebanon. He lost his eyesight in an explosion when he was 16 and came to the United States for medical treatment. For the past 12 years, he's been director of rehabilitation at the Carroll Center for the Blind in Newton, Massachusetts.
I was injured in the Lebanese Civil War. I lost my eyesight, my left hand, and more importantly, my 15-year-old brother at the same time. So, you know, Lebanon was at war, raging war, and I came to this country with the support of American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee, who brought a few of us to this country for medical treatment. Art is an attempt to understand, yielding pleasure in the attempt, whether or not we understand. Another word, it is a fun process, and it's also a very rewarding process. This is the view from the front porch of my family's home in Mount Lebanon, where I grew up, with two doting and overprotective parents. And yet we lived in a country torn by pretty violent civil war. Life is full of journeys. We plan some, and we fall into others by circumstances out of our control. The journey through loss is one of those journeys. And so, long ago, and far away from here, my life journeys began at this metaphoric place. So, if you look back at this, it's all due to the war. You know, we're not any different than any other family. I guess maybe we had more tragedies than others, but you know, my family lost family business a few times during the war, a direct hit or robbery or what have you, and so it's the impact of war that's not seen, that is not, you know, measured as a direct, you know, bullet or bomb hit. Nonetheless, it's a devastation of the war. Well, the seed of my interest in painting goes back to a class I had when I was in middle school, years ago, in an art class where we did a project. It was actually for Mother's Day. The only rectangular shaped one or square shaped one. There are two women kind of flying in the air. I think Picasso was the one who said, I don't paint what I see, I paint what I think. And you know, everybody who sees something gets a perspective on what they're seeing. I paint on clear glass. I actually buy the glass from an auto body shop, and they're always intrigued by what is this blind guy doing with all those circles. So what do you think happened here? Where is the cane user? This painting is more about the viewer's state of mind than that of the cane user. How do we perceive blindness? What is this painting indicative of? Anger, recklessness, fun, tragedy, rest, challenge, despair, confidence, peace? What is our perception of this painting says about us as people working in this field? Vision rehab is a fascinating and really rewarding world. It truly is an art of its own.
Ready?
Touche, good job, nice going. Right upper chest, perfect shot. Like that confidence, good job. I don't know, Arnold, you're gonna have your hands full next week.
Our fencing program at the Carroll Center is part of developing orientation to space as we move in space. And we are the only rehabilitation services for the blind in the world that uses that tool in rehabilitation, and we have been doing it for about 50 years.
On guard. Good. Good.
When we first tell people that they're going to be in fencing classes, the initial reaction is, it's a joke. Then they're fearful. By doing that, you're giving them a permission not just to lunge and hit your target in fencing, but that confidence that if I could do this, what else can I do?
Well, I want to go back to work. I want to be able to function. I want to be able to read. I want to be able to do things most normal people do, which I haven't been able to do for years. And I told my wife one day, I said, I need to use a cane so I can get out and get out by myself safely. And my counselor told me this would be a good place for me to learn mobility.
Look in the direction you're moving. Okay, visualize me in front of you. Visualize your target. Take measure again. Go ahead. Touche, right in the heart. Good job. So now, say ready. When I say fence, extend, lunge.
Ready.
Fence. Touche. Nice job. Right under the heart. Good job. Now I want you to have some more confidence behind that lunge. Okay? Lunge like you mean it. Okay?
And now we came in, we met people that had no vision since birth. We met some people that lost vision in their 20s and 30s. And like Mr. Dow, you know, they go around, they do everything. You don't know they don't have vision until they tell you.
What's interesting is how many times people surprise themselves. Or whatever blindness robbed them off or caused in their life, they still have a lot of riches inside.
I'll be all set, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Thank you.
Walt Disney said, if you can dream it, you can do it. And for the most part, I mean, this is really what the American culture has, you know, has given me, is that just try. Nothing is impossible. Give it a try.